Hi, my name's Phil Gardner and welcome to Fun with Boxes. Well, today we're going to take a look at quite a different game for us for sure. And this is a rather interesting looking game. Okay, this is a game called Pitch Battles from designer Marcus Adams. And the game's publishers, and I love their name, they're called By Jove. I think you've got to be from the UK to get that reference, but there you go. So this is a different game for us because this is a sports game, and we do not have many sports games, to be honest. And whilst my brother is a big football fan, I, on the other hand, am not. But still, I love a game. And this game looks really interesting. It really does. Blow the whistle. This is Pitch Battles, the football derby strategy game, where you put yourself in the shoes of an under-pressure football manager from yesterday, taking on your local rivals in a must-win derby. Go back to the 70s or 80s in the Pitch Battles National League top tier, when pitches were mud baths by November and sliding tackles from behind were considered an art form. So this is a two-player game and it will take you around 90 minutes to play. So let's have a look at what you get inside this game. So here we go. Blues versus Reds in Pitch Battles. Okay, so we've got a rule book here. Now this is quite a detailed rule book. There are quite a number of pages in this, so don't be put off by the sort of cartoon nature of the illustrations as such, because I think there's going to be a lot more to this game than you would think by looking at the cover. So let's take a look at these rules here. So we've got a list of all the components and learning the rules here. The rules are divided into 5 sections. So at least not all the book. You don't need to have read all the book to play the game. So the core rules are at the beginning, and then there's additional rules for cup ties and additional rules for the derby match. And there are some optional rules as well. So this is how the game plays and how you win the game. And then this is what they call the pre-season friendly, a gentle warm-up. So this is how we set up the game and creating the starting decks for the games and some information about the components. And information about what all the cards mean. This is the team dugout board and then the player tokens. And this is the main board for the game. So now we have the kickoff rounds. We got the draw phase, distribution phase, activation phase. And all the rules for those then broken down. So resolving actions, pass actions, shoot actions. And as you can see, this looks quite a detailed game. So tackle action, fouling underperforming players and penalties. And here we've got the goalkeeping teamwork primary action, playing a referee card at half-time and full-time. And now that's the point where I believe that if you learn all those rules, you'll be able to play the core game. And now we have an example of play, which I think is going to be super informative, because this game looks really strategic. Okay. So this is a competitive encounter. This is the first leg of the cup tie. And it looks like they're introducing some extra things here, corners and free kicks and supporter cards, goal kicks, throw-ins, back passing, offside rule, my goodness. And then these are the additional rules then for the second leg of the cup tie. So we've got some more things going on here, motivation cards, teammate cards, referee tokens. My goodness, if you are into football, this really is the game you need to check out. So, okay. Out of position cards, special actions, and then the ultimate battle. This is the derby match. This is the match to see who will be the ultimate winner. And we've got all the rules for that, captain cards, substitutes as well. My goodness. Professional fouls, crossing the ball, and then we've got a bunch of optional rules there. And we've got a very nice index on the back. Always nice to have a good index for a rule book, especially if it's quite a large rule book. This is 32 pages long, so it just goes to show how deceptive that front cover of the box is. You may be thinking you're in for a light cartoony type game, but this looks really, really interesting. So, okay, we've got go for goal, get at them. We've got the Blues team there, and we've got the Reds. And then we've got some nice, good quality punch board there for the tokens. And then we have what I believe will be the player board. Oh, that looks very nice. So here we go. There's the player board. That looks really cool. Love that. Got some more punchboard tokens there. And we've got another little reference table. Oh, and a quick reference guide there. Excellent. Good to see. Good to see. We've got some custom dice. And then we've got the deck of Blues cards. So we'll have a quick look at these. So here we go, the wing back. The under 21 star, so lots of different cards for the team. Now there are a number of blank cards included, so I'm not sure if they serve a purpose or whether they for creating your own things. I'm not sure. But that's the Blues, so the Reds are going to be a similar thing, only of course they're going to be the red team. And then we've got, weekly crisis cards as well then. So, and again, I think these are divided into Blues and Reds. So, there you go. A lot of different cards there for the game. A lot of different options for you playing. So let's pop all these back into the box. And there you have it. That is Pitch Battles, the football derby strategy game. Blues versus Reds, by Jove. So looking at this game, as the manager, you're going to be using your own card deck to galvanize your star players to move, tackle, pass, shoot and score. You're going to stir the crowd up to cheer your team on and sway the referee to turn a blind eye. You'll need to pick your lineup and formation, pack the midfield with a 3-5-2 or park the bus with a 5-4-1. And then you're going to experience all the dramatic action, free kicks, penalties, professional fouls, throw-ins and corners, yellow and red cards, substitutions, last-ditch saves, and all the goals. Wow. I think I may try and get my brother to play this. Now, he's not into board games. I know, he's a crazy brother, isn't he? But he loves his football. So, I think me and him, I think we need to play. As soon as we've gotten this game to the table, because we've been so busy of late, it's very difficult to find the time to get to play anything other than a small card game lately. But I'm super keen to get this played, and once we do, I'll be back with a brief overview of the gameplay, or hopefully the full how to play the main core of the game. So if this is the type of game you may be interested in, keep an eye out for it on the channel. Or why not go ahead and see if you can pick up a copy? Well, there you go. I do hope you enjoyed taking a look at this with me. If you did, please consider hitting the old like button, and also please hit that subscribe button if you would be so kind, because that would really help to grow the channel. And in the meantime, as always, thanks so much for watching. Please do take care, and bye for now.